Guys, you there? Let's go. Very good morning from here. Honestly, I'm about to start a new adventure where we're going to get to know all of Colombia. My plan is to start visiting all the towns in alphabetical order. I'm going to start with Y, and right now I'm heading to Alejandria, my people. Who among you knows all of Colombia? All the towns of Colombia. I'm going to start showing them to you now. And this is going to be a new video marathon. Guys, we've arrived. We just got to Alejandria. My first impressions. You need to have a lot of patience. It's a route that really tests your patience. It's very narrow, and there are a ton of curves you have to take. I don't know if the curves bother you, but there are a lot of them. But it's natural. It's a natural road. And honestly, it's beautiful. Really very pretty. My people, we just got here, and I'm about to show you what the town is like. Let me show you. It's so natural. Look how beautiful it is, surrounded by mountains. This is the only entrance, just this one, and we're surrounded by nothing but mountains. It's also pretty warm here. Guys, we just arrived. We're at the park, and the first mission is to find some food because I'm starving. So, someone recommended a restaurant here. It's on the second floor, and I think it has a nice view of the town. Well, not the city, but the little town. So let's see what it's like, what kind of view this place has. But anyway, my first impression of the park is that it's pretty cool. I'll show you the view in a bit. Well, not of the city, but of the mountains. And this is what the view would be like. Alright guys, they just brought us the soup. It's a chickpea soup with a delicious lulo juice. And now we're just waiting for the main course, which will be chicken and the rest, some potatoes. I don't like tomatoes, but oh well, that's just how it goes. Alright people, we just finished eating. Now I'm going to show you what the park looks like here. This is the main park of Alejandria, and honestly, it's really beautiful. The court looks super traditional, and the food was also really good, but I still haven't found out what the typical local dish is. Guys, two pieces of news. First, the swimming spots, which are like the top attractions here, are closed. The second thing is that the hot springs, which are the second most popular attraction here, are also closed. So I won't be able to show them to you like I planned. But I'm going to show you something called Velo de Novia, which is kind of like a fun river trip. Well, it's like tubing, something like that. But I'll show you part of the park, which is really cool, and I'll also show you what the church looks like. I'm going to check it out and see what the story is, because from what I understand, this church has a history. Alright folks, it's burning hot out here. I'm about to show you the inside of the church. It's a sacred place, so I'm going to take off my sunglasses. This is truly like a beautiful and captivating painting that is positioned right at the main entrance, and on each side there are charming little fountains, gently bubbling with clear water. Here we have an image of, I think it's the fallen Lord, something like that, as you can see. Here we have another truly remarkable and captivating sight before us. Let's enthusiastically and steadily keep moving forward on our journey. Although it may appear to be a relatively modest and quaint church from the outside, in all honesty and sincerity, its architectural design and intricate details are profoundly and exceptionally beautiful, making it a truly stunning and awe-inspiring place to behold. All right, folks, that was the Church of Alejandria. Now let's see if we can head to the places I mentioned earlier. I'm speaking quietly because, obviously, we're in a holy place and I can't make too much noise. But now that we're outside, I'll talk louder so you can hear me much better. Here we go. Let's see exactly where we ultimately end up. Right now, let's carefully consider who we can potentially interview or who can genuinely show us a bit more of this fascinating town so I can thoroughly tell you all about it from the very beginning. One significant thing I can definitely say is, it's truly incredibly hot here. I honestly did not anticipate it to be quite this intensely hot in this particular town at all. Now I'm heading to the car to go to the places I mentioned earlier. This is like a little street in the town. If there's one thing this town has, it's these steep streets. In fact, when we first got here, there was an even trickier one. Let's go, Alejandria. But I have to say, it does have some beautiful mountains. Look at that, folks, beautiful. I was just about to leave, and well, first, the library was around here. Let me see where the library is. I just found the woman's house. I'm going to see if it's a tourist spot. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What's the purpose? What's the function of this? Sorry about that. Can I record you? Yes, of course. Great, perfect. All right, ma'am, tell us about Andresa's and the sea as well. All right, folks, here we are with Claudia Milena Agudio. She's going to tell us what the place I just showed you is all about, which is called the Women's House. So here we are in Alejandria, and she's going to tell us a little bit about it.
This is the Women's House and the Entrepreneurship Center. We opened last August. This is an idea from Mayor Gloria Cecilia Naranjo. All the products you see here are purely from Alejandria, and they're organic. We have different businesses, and each stall is named after a local village. We have 15 villages, so all 15 are represented here. At the entrance, you'll find honey from different people or groups, family groups, small businesses. There's not much right now because of the winter, but then we have a variety of coffee. We have single mothers, family groups, women entrepreneurs. We offer completely artisanal coffee, roasted over wood, and, well, a great variety of coffee. There, in the other showcase, we have the projects of independent women, larger groups, women victims of the conflict. We have soaps, all of that. Here we share the house. We work. Luz Marini Barhello.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell us how this was born in Aldea. What was the support?
As my colleague Milena had already mentioned, this is an idea that came directly from our mayor, Gloria Cecilia Naranjo. It's a collaboration we have with women in the women's group and with the farmers. Our goal is to buy from the farmers on the weekends. Starting Friday, we begin purchasing their products. We are set up here by rural districts. Each district has its own stand. We buy the products from them, but before they even arrive, we've already made some pre-sales. This is to prevent them from having to go from store to store, insisting or maybe begging or selling their products for less. We market the product based on the markets at the price set by the wholesaler, and that's how we do it.
Another quick question. How do you select the quality of the product?
Well, right now we're really working hard on quality because honestly, since they're farmers who produce just for their own livelihood, they still don't have that mindset of commercializing, but only of providing for themselves. So for us to compete outside at the national level with the product from here, we're still not ready, and you can see that in the little market stalls. So that's being handled through the Agro-Environmental Office and Corner IPM. There are a lot of processes and a lot of steps being managed, and with the support of the Agro-Environmental Office, we're going to work more focused on monitoring and on the quality of the products.
Well, folks, as you've already seen, this is support for the community, mainly backed by the mayor's office, to help micro businesses and farmers grow, because right now, this is what they live off of. I think it's really great. Well, what the mayor's office is doing for you all is good. Thank you very much for what you're doing here in the village. Thank you all so much.
It's our pleasure to have you here. Welcome. This is the chocolate we make with the women from the El Respaldo village. We are a group of 25 women, and I say we because I am part of that group, and I am the liaison for Kadajina, the gender authority for women. So we've been working on this. Last year, we started out with some little plastic bags, but now with the support of Cornairs, we already have our own brand. We have this coffee I was telling you about earlier. This coffee is completely handmade, roasted over wood, and people really like it. This is a coffee that is made with lemongrass and honey residues. Why honey? Because in the middle of the coffee plants, among the coffee trees, there are beehives. If you want, you can smell it now.
Of course.
The smell.
Right.
Completely wood roasted now.
And more chocolate.
And this is the chocolate we make with the...
Women, right?
We have it in Chile. I'm going to try it.
Of course. Perfect.
The neighbors, this one is from the municipality. It caught my interest.
Now that Jose Maria mentions it.
Cordoba is from Concepcion, but in exchange between municipalities, so we support them and they support us.
They are working with the town on construction.
We also bring them here the little Carcecido.
You tell all this agricultural production is from Alexandria, except for this coffee.
Yes, sir.
Steak.
All these are from an enterprising woman from the El Popo Street, whose name is Myra.
These.
Preservatives are there for pesto, chimichurri, and achua sauce.
Artisanal liquor.
Artisanal. We also have this coffee that is Denmark. It is scaffold.
I don't know it.
Maybe you saw there the...
Coffee. There's a coffee.
Called Caffeinaire. It's from the producers who make these coffee-flavored sweets, these little chocolate coffees.
They sell really well. Honestly, they're very good products. And they've tried to get in touch with some company or something. Like, let's say, that only works with organic products in big cities. Because honestly, they would sell a lot.
Right now, the project for this year with the Agro-Environmental Unit is that those of us here, Dona Luz, Marina, Dora, are going to take a course and study coffee so we can look for more opportunities and support. We're also going to have the support of the coffee committee.
To know what they're actually selling. Tell me about these instruments.
These beautiful musical instruments belong to a wonderful couple who own and operate a thriving wellness farm in the charming San Miguel village.
Are they from here too?
Yes, they're from here too. They have a farm. Yes, where they do yoga, everything is totally organic. They hold workshops. They support us a lot.
These would be like the ones.
From over there, right with the beautiful church in Alejandria, Colombia,
Because.
here, horse culture is really big.
Okay, here it comes. I looked at a lot of horse culture. The church has a history. I don't remember what the Church of St. is.
From St. Peter Alexander Pedro,
Alexandrin.
the Church of St. Peter of Alexandria. The patron saint festivities are held in November, which are the patron saint festivities in honor of our Saint Peter of Alexandria. The town's festivities are held on the first holiday of January, which are the festivities of friendliness, and they're already quite well known and very popular throughout this area.
The festivity of friendliness.
Because you can see that people are friendly. We're all very friendly, very welcoming. We're really people-oriented.
Okay, I'm very cordial.
Exactly. These photos here are from Jorge Mario Molina, but all these birds are the variety of birds that are in the municipality in the...
Part of Alexandria.
Those are the ones you can see that some are painting. Which?
Are there names? Do you know them?
But...
Well, they are beautiful.
This is from an older woman. These little bags are from a group of women who are victims of violence.
That is, people who had to be displaced or...
Something similar. Are these cannabis products? They are cannabis products with registration in BA.
I mean, here you can, let's say, use cannabis.
Yes, there's a farm here called Avalo, and you can visit it on the tourist route and everything, and she really supports people who use these medications. I can't say I have an uncle with prostate cancer. He already has metastasis, and the only thing that has kept him going
Are the cannabis drops. Cannabis, the drops.
of cannabis. These are the candles made by a young entrepreneur from a rural area, from the San Antonio village. These are completely handmade soaps. Coffee soaps. Soaps made from.
Specialty coffee.
Also entirely from the San Antonio village. This is the kit she has that she's promoting. Now then, based on the coffee, she makes honey. She makes honey from different sources. This one, Nativer, is also from a girl from Alejandria who does all this aromatherapy, all these totally organic oils. These are also sold a lot in the rural areas. The little candles from Dona Nora from the El Popo village.
They're really pretty too. They're aromatic and smell delicious.
And we have these soaps that are based on oil collected from the Tocaima area. They leave.
Too much.
Too much. Why are they?
So,
Jen so famous? A lot. Because this blue for white clothes, a blessing. Yes, this way to remove fat for strong work clothes.
as type of actions.
Exla, the company.
Competence.
And this is the Orion.
Orion?
Yes, a boy from here in the village does it. And what is an Aaron? Aaron is the oat-based poison for muleteers, so that he doesn't get upset. I don't tell him.
And it looked like food.
Oat-based.
It is a poison based on
Oatmeal.
Superdian.
So it doesn't hurt them. Here we have this beauty. It's like A.
Kind of sword. Right now it's looking a little
Shy. This was brought by a girl from here, Alejandra, who owns the brand. It's a Brazilian brand, but she has the patent.
To be able to have the products.
Here. She helps us a lot with women, with entrepreneurship, with makeup workshops, and also with all the little bags made by the girls, the women, and the elderly women from recycled clothing.
It's super beautiful. I'm going to see if my girlfriend likes it, and
I'll take it with me. Let me show you over here. It is called Symmetrical. This is a painting by the artist named Alejandria. Yes, from here far away. What kind?
the artista? What is?
Carved in wood and hand carved.
Wood?
Yeah. This is the painting Alexandria with a woman's face. It's the gift she gave for the inauguration when we did the inauguration of the Women's House and Entrepreneurship, and now you can follow all these paintings on Instagram. All these paintings are for sale.
All of this is made for sale. Let me.
All right.
Guys, all of this is for sale. It's the art of someone from here in Alexandria who works wood extremely well. Well, as you can see, they look amazing, absolutely mind-blowing. They'd be perfect for farms, for any place really. In the video description, I'll leave you the Instagram of the girl, and this one that's just crazy, called the Woman of Alexandria. What's the name?
Sorry? The name of the painting.
Yes,
Woman.
Alexandria with a woman's face. Let's take a look at the detail it has. Every time we get closer, we can really see the detail. It's just insane. Honestly, so much talent. Let me show you some others. They're beautiful. And this one, which is kind of pointillism, is also really pretty.
And these, which are the ones I was telling you about, have the names of the 15 villages. The village:
Tocame,
Tocaima, San Antonio, La Immaculada, San Pedro, San Sain, San Miguel, and most San Pedrices.
and these are the products from each village.
Here we have panela from the village El Poco from Los Marcas, and we also have some from the village La Immaculada. It sells a lot. People really like it. There's the Women's House, and we feel very proud because the people from Alejandria who live elsewhere support us a lot. Now, people know that before they leave, they come here to buy eggs, panela, plantains, all sorts of things. And the kid who goes there is the one who hasn't brought any color to this house. Give vibrant color to this rather unclear establishment. This particular one, I explicitly told him.
Keep calm. O Sofidas.
From an entrepreneur from Alexandria, Viviana Mejia.
It's from Viviana Mejia.
We didn't think she was really going to be so hard on us, as one says, so hard on us in the Paisa style, because she's very cheap on the Alexandrians, because she's very cheap on us here. Look, this little room is worth 600 million.
Super cheap.
So every week you have to be like, Vivi, bring this, bring that, lots of orders. The business and the economy of the people from Alexandria are really moving.
Yeah, honestly, it's great.
Let me tell you, we also did the first dining room. Last Saturday, we held the first community dining room. We had budgeted for 50 people, but 76 showed up.
But that's great. Even better, yes.
It's an idea from Marina here, from several friends through a group. She has an association called La Yucatan. So that's how we did it, and we're going to try to do it every month.
Perfect.
Again.
That way we go back. And with your explanation, it's much better. I just made the video, but with the explanation you're giving, now people will understand it much better.
Right. This sign we have there, or this phrase we have there. True solidarity is born not from expecting anything in return. That's why we did it there, because that's where it happened on Saturday. We did it to be the first community kitchen, which was for the people most in need in the municipality. Since the municipality is so small, we already have a good idea. We've always been social leaders. We know so many people, so we have a lot of people identified. That's why we have these tables here. Like at the table.
It was formed like the...
At night we make pizza. Dora makes them, who we affectionately call the trout. So, the...
Trout. Oh my God.
And there we have the mini farm.
Yeah, I was just looking, but it seems like it's kind of off limits to go in there.
Yeah, you use it a lot with.
The kids. Of course.
Of course, of course. Here we have some geese.
Hen, bunny. They don't simply fly away. Instead, people always return to them.
They're going to give us access right now. I told them we couldn't, but well, it was possible, and they gave us access to see the animals. A total mini farm.
Fin. With.
What is the function of the mini farm?
No, this is just something we're starting, experimenting, so the kids and people can come and see. But it's not like we charge admission or anything. No.
No, it's just like an experiment.
An experiment. Oh, the guy who has put all his love into it.
Into all of this.
Into all this farm stuff. Here.
They're really nice. You can really appreciate that. We have the little goats, right? Via, say hi. Hello?
Does that particular situation or circumstance genuinely bother them, causing them any significant discomfort or inconvenience?
The other one is lazy. Yeah, go ahead. I'll be right back.
In the view you see over there, that's the view of the Nari River.
And this is the view of the Nari River.
It's for those who go out on the boat for a ride, who float down from up there.
On an inner tube.
Yeah, and they come down through here.
Okay. It's really beautiful, honestly. What I admire most about Alejandria is how natural it is, because everything is surrounded by mountains.
I'm telling you, if you went out to the rural areas, so you could really see the countryside.
Yeah.
So you could see the countryside. Oh, no, not right now. Tomorrow I am going to the rural area. It's pretty close by.
But at least you all, let's say, make the most of the resources that nature itself gives you, and you do things and everything. Because, you know, in a lot of the places we visited, they just leave it as it is. They don't really make use of it.
No, here we do. And there's a lot of awareness about taking care of the environment. There's still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, people are much more aware now. And you can see that people have really become conscious because this river here used to be more. And now with all this, it's been drying up a bit. So people are becoming more aware of everything.
Of the problem that could happen if the river dries up. Because that river supplies a lot to Alejandria, right?
Yes, of course.
A quick question. What are the tourist attractions in Alejandria?
Well, right now we have the Velo de Novia, Barrio Vale, which is on the way out toward the road to Santo Domingo. We have some really beautiful rural inns in the La Pava village.
Rural inns. Okay, let's go.
In the La Pava village, where you can. There are several. 7 or 8 rural inns where you can go and see what a farmer's workday is like, taking care of the animals, going to get meat.
To live the experience.
To live, exactly, to live the experience. Soon, they're going to reopen the spa because it had some minor problems, but now some legal problems.
Yes, another person told me that it was closed, what the spa is, and what the hot springs are.
But the hot springs have never been.
Part of Alexandria.
Public? No, they've been public. It's been privately owned. They allowed people to work there, but foreigners bought it and are fixing it up.
Okay, they're going to make it public.
The spa was closed because there was a legal issue, but now it's been sorted out with the tenants from previous administrations. So they have to make some improvements before reopening it. We have the boat tour with eco-adventurers, which is what I was telling you about. They go out on the float, and it goes along this river here. There are also the eco hikes with Juan Fernando, which go to the Pero waterfall, and also over there to the Velo de Novia. And soon they're going to open it. If you want, I can explain it to you now. Let's take a quick look over at Colibri, which they're about to open.
Of course, let's go, no problem.
Let's go, and while we're at it,
We can check out the little animals. The next, March 7th, the park will be inaugurated.
the park will be inaugurated, and we're going to have the traditional women's horseback ride. We're going to have artists in the park. We're going to hold a bingo. The municipal administration and Nara Stereo radio station are coming together to make it a very special day for Alejandria because it's Alejandria's birthday and also Women's Day. Mario Molina, one of the people from there.
Okay. They used to work. Yeah, everyone seems to have a smile on their face.
Yes, with a lot of love.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Everyone keeps a smile on their face. That part is very, very beautiful.
Look, see, look, these are the ones that were there.
Yeah.
If you want, that's what I already told you.
They keep the same.
Oh, or I can show you some photos. We'll send you some aerial photos that we have.
Okay, perfect. It would be perfect for the material. Guys, yeah, what I can see is that everyone keeps a smile on their face. Now I understand why the parties are all about happiness, about friendliness. Are these the ones?
These are also photos by Jorge Mario Molina.
Okay. Jorge Mario Molina is your main artist.
Yes, the photographer.
Look. All of that is an illustration of Jorge Mario Molina's photos.
Of all these things, they're real here in the museum. There's a lack of species variety.
This is A.
Like an iguana, right?
I don't know. Yeah, like an iguana. It's very colorful. Yeah, I was just looking at the park and I thought the murals were really beautiful. This is a waterfall.
This is the waterfall I was telling you about earlier, the Bridal Veil and the Torrent Duck.
The Bridal Veil and the Torrent Duck, from what I see.
The Torrent Duck, you don't see it everywhere. And this is the Mina, because here we're a town of artisanal mining.
The Miner. Okay. And this is the Torrent Duck.
The Lighthouse of Alexandria, that's what it's called.
The Lighthouse of Alexandria.
The Lighthouse of Alexandria, I call Hummingbird.
Ah, where you can see the bird, exactly.
There's the trench.
Yes. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. What's the story?
To give it the name AAA to the educational park. To name the educational park, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria won because because here we always kind of shine like a lighthouse for everyone. For everyone here, for everything. And Alexandria is really known for its friendliness and solidarity. Everyone here.
A question, how big is Alexandria?
Oh, we're very small. We have inhabitants. We have 4,822, or at least we used to. Yes, and for us, violence has really hurt us a lot.
Ah, what a shame. Oh, look, one of the little birds we were talking about. Let's continue. What I've noticed is that the town is really, really small in terms of streets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to walk all the way around it.
Oh, yeah, you can walk around it in no time.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's actually more like.
Soon it's going to be a coral headquarters. So they already has it.
Oh, part of environmental care. That's right. Guys, here they're going to show us something they're also working on right now, which is almost finished. It's called Colibri, and they're about to tell us a bit about what this project is about. Sir, good afternoon. What's your name?
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Ale, nice to meet you.
Great. Tell us about it.
Well, this is Colibri, an adventure eco park here in Alejandria, Antioquia. Right now, it's about 90% built. The first phase includes an 80-meter bridge and 2 canopy lines, each 220 meters long.
Where are you going to build the bridge?
They're already working on this part. Down here, it's going to be connected with some metal stairs to the ecological trail. And here it goes all the way to the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
And we already have a line installed to the other side, which is the arrival point. This one is already approved. It's completely finished. We just need to finish up some details on the other side.
Right, so.
One phase still needs to be finished, right?
Yes, we've been working on that all week.
About how long do you think it will be, let's say, before this place opens?
I think it'll be about a month. In a month it should be ready, because there's very little concrete work left to do here. They're working on organizing the stairs, both for entering the bridge and for the arrival at the other end. The line, the second canopy line, which is easier, of course, to install, and then details like the metal stairs and the fernie. They're the furniture that Alejandra will come to arrange, all according to her taste, since she's the professional when it comes to interior design.
Perfect. What kind of experience does Alejandria want to offer us tourists with all these things you're telling us about?
Well, Alejandria doesn't really have adventure activities that are, let's say, very intense.
Extreme.
Extreme, although it kind of steps away from that term. They're not that extreme, but it's something different, you know? We know there are some really beautiful places, but here, the project itself is going to offer both canopy and aerial bikes, a bridge, and possibly a pendulum in the future. So, in addition to everything that's going to be here at the Lookout, the cafe, food, well, it's going to be a place.
Her properties, the ones she has down there, the gallery where I showed the woman the house, she herself is the one behind this Alejandria project.
Okay, she's the one behind that project. Perfect. Now I want you to give me, like an invitation to new tourists to come and discover all these places.
Well, you are all absolutely invited to come to Alejandria to discover all these beautiful places here, and especially to Colibri, the adventure eco park.
Thank you so much, Dad. All right, you know what to do.
You also have some shots from up here.
Of course. Perfect. You know it. You're invited here to Colibri Eco Park, which is going to be an extreme experience. It's a new way there, let's say, putting Alejandria on the map. So, don't miss out on this experience, okay?
But from here on up, you would go up with all your gear.
From here,
In the form of a canopy.
here is basically where you would actually live the experience. This is the upper part. As you know, it's still under construction. This is Whoa, we fit with the cable.
of the two canopy lines.
Why are there two lines? Oh, there are going to be two.
Two parallel lines.
Okay.
So it's also so that you can do it in uneven phases, or alternatively, if there's a really big crowd, so that it flows much better.
It's going to have a beautiful view, which is the most important thing.
They're already planting a lot of gardens, trees on the other side. They're working on all the landscaping over there. So it's going to look really nice. They've also started on the trails and the hummingbird on the other side, which is a spot for photos so people can take a memory with the town in the background. The other side is already finished. And over here we already have the starting point for the aerial bike lines.
Oh, we're also going to have aerial bikes.
Yes.
Well. How do you guarantee safety here for the aerial bikes and all that? Because it's complicated, right?
Regarding the public, the clients who come, there will be safety lines with cables where they attach their line with safety lanyards from the harness. So they connect there and go one by one onto the bikes. If they're not ready to get on the bike, of course, they stay in the safety area connected to the safety line. All the connection points are over there, the lower line, and the upper lines are already up top.
So we don't have, let's say, a view anymore. Okay, perfect.
So 2 lines for each bike section, and it's the same length, 220 meters long.
How long would a ride like that take, more or less?
On a bike, it would take a little longer because the circuit is round trip.
Right.
So it would take us approximately 5 minutes to go there and back.
That would be.
But people do it. There are some who do it more slowly.
Some faster, depending on the person's fear.
Yeah. Whatever there is, with a device that is a spring, the bicycle turns and returns back to the place here. Now for the canopy, yes, we go on the canopy, and the first stage is to descend by hiking, and we cross the bridge and go up the ecological trail. But the second stage is to have a third line, which is to return here at the bottom.
Okay.
That would be like the second stage of the project.
Well, now a question that interests all of us. What would be the estimated cost of these activities?
Well, right now we need to check what's available in the region, what's the closest. But if we compare, for example, with places like Salto del Buey, Casa, and El Air, or some activities in San Carlos that also have canopy, the circuit costs around 50 to 55,000 pesos, for example, for the canopy. The bikes would be a little more, around 70 to 80,000 pesos for the circuit.
Okay, folks, 55,000 pesos is about 12 US dollars, just so you have an idea.
Yeah, approximately. That would be it, but it also depends on the tour you choose, because there will be the adventure package, the extreme package, so everything will be included. There will also be access to the ecological trail, which goes over the bridge, a pedestrian bridge, a hanging bridge, but it's semi-rigid, so it's going to look amazing.
What? And the estimate to have all of this, you said it's how much? No, first, to open the other one it was a month, but to have everything, let's say, completely finished.
Well, the first stage is about a month, which includes the line, the 2 canopy lines, and the bridge. That will already be connected to the ecological trail, so you can go take a picture on the other side, and then come back to the viewpoint. But to have the second stage with the other cables and everything, let's say another 2 or 3 months to have everything fully organized.
Well, thank you very much. Here, my people, I'll leave you a little bit of the view for your enjoyment, and you know you have to experience Alexandria. People, here we are going to see some works of art by the master Oscar Lopez. He is also from here, from Alexandria. Too much art in this small place and too much art. The technique is the papier-mâché. And here we see the artist Oscar Lopez. Here they're going to tell us a little bit about the history of this place, about the works of art, and more. Here we are with our colleague.
Ruben Piedrahita, Secretary of Education, Culture, and Sports in Alexandria.
Okay, got it. Tell us a little bit.
Right now, we are at the educational park where the Department of Education is located. In the past, this building actually served as the parish house. It also functioned as the first school in the municipality and later became the headquarters for the Coronar subregion, covering the municipalities of Concepcion, Santo Domingo, San Roque, and Alejandria. And finally, it was donated as a loan to the municipality of Alejandria, where, together with the Pajardo government, the educational parks were built. And what was done with this building was an adaptation of the structure itself and a restoration carried out by the Antioquia Railroad. At no point was a new addition made to the side of the church. Instead, it was preserved as an architectural gem right in the municipal park itself. Currently, the Department of Education operates here. There is the small museum of the Forever Alive Hall in honor of the victims of violence. Caridi and Technology and Technique classrooms also operate. From in the hallways, we saw some works by the master.
Oscar Lopez.
Oscar Lopez, who was also the creator of the obelisk that is here outside the educational park. It's a work made of papier-mâché and acrylic, 13 pieces in total that are currently on display here at the educational park.
Okay. What's the story of Dr. Oscar Lopez? Did you know it?
Master Oscar arrived in Alejandria about 40 years ago.
Yes.
He settled here for a while. He lived in the town for about 7 years. He's from the city of Medellin. He actually owns a house here in the town, and he has a deep affection for Alejandria. He was the creator of the obelisk when Alejandria turned 100 years old in 2007, which was the centennial of the town's founding. And he has also carried out various other projects for the municipality. He currently lives in the city of Medellin, but he frequently comes back to our town, and he wanted to leave this work as something unique and unpublished. The official inauguration, or rather, the first time it was actually presented and displayed in a venue, was in Alejandria last year. It's been about, that was in December, so we've had the piece for almost 2 or 3 months now.
That's right. What do the master's works represent for us?
The works themselves, well, there they are. Right now we can take a look at the... But the piece itself represents for us 2 perspectives. One, which is horizontal. In fact, it's a piece that can be displayed on a table or on the wall. So it has 2 perspectives, the piece itself, and you can even give it 2 different profiles. Let's say in some you can see skulls, but they could also be some characters, women, or cultural locations as such.
So, it's kind of depending on your perspective. It's more like an abstract piece. That's right. Thank you, sir.
All set.
Very good.
What you see here is the park. I'm not sure if that's a hall.
Tell us how. The story of the violence that existed in the town.
Okay.
Like I was telling you earlier, here we were really affected by the violence. Here are some of those who died during the time of violence, which affected the whole town, all the rural areas, and also the missing people. These are the names of the missing people we have in the town, who we are still waiting for. This is the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is where you find everyone here. All the people listed here are those who died in the town. And this was done by the Victims Committee and a group of people with support from several institutions. And there, on these murals, or whatever you call them, they tell the story of all these things that have been done. Here, these photographs. Look, these photographs are of those two young women over there, Jacinta and Mrs. Sylvia. They have always been very active in the Victims Committee to help create this whole Alive Forever project. All of these are people from the Immaculata village. These photos here are of people from the Immaculata village. And this girl here, Adriana, back then she was a firefighter and she had to be there because there was a confrontation that lasted several whole hours. It was, what, 47 hours?
It was 3 days. It was hit hard by the violence.
In one of the villages in the municipality, there was a confrontation between paramilitaries and that lasted about 3 days, where they say there could have been more than 200 people killed in combat. Not a single not a single civilian. The entire village was displaced to the municipal center. In fact, the armed groups even agreed to a truce so that the village could evaluate. And at some point, they also declared some spots in the village, not exactly as mass graves, but when the Technical Investigation Corps and the prosecutor's office were finally able to enter, they found around 40 bodies. The other bodies, in fact, the armed groups themselves took them away so that no one would know how many casualties they had suffered.
About what happened, that's right.
So many of the faces you see here are from that village, leaders, the president of the Community Action Board, the fire department corporal, the ombudswoman at that time, who was Mrs. Name, who had to handle all those processes, Jacinta, who was also a leader, the leader of the entire Victims Committee program and that whole process as such.
Correct. Another quick question. How safe is Alejandria right now, based on what you've told us?
200%.
It's a completely different story now.
Now it's a totally safe, healthy place. Public order, in fact, even when it comes to common crime, it's an extremely peaceful town. And actually, after what happened, which was in like 98, and then 2004 was the whole process, Alejandria went for about 10 years without a single victim or a single death from, let's say, violence in terms of armed groups in.
The violence was reduced by 100%.
Yes, at that moment Alexandria is a territory of well-being.
Correct. Thank you so much.
And there we are also declared free of anti-personnel lies. St. Peter of Alexandria. This is one of the oldest churches in all these parts of the East.
How old can this church be?
I think that church may be close to 100 years old or more. And we're about to reach 119 years.
Since it was established.
Like a town. So it's gone through a lot of renovations, little things here and there by everyone, the priests who have come over the years. Now this year and with this priest, we're going to do a fundraiser, and we've been working with bazaars, with bingo games, with everything we can do to fix the roof, which is really old.
For being 110 years old, it's really beautiful.
No, they've done maintenance and little things to it, but yes. I remember that I was very little, really young, when the gorilla came in for the first time on a Sunday. I'll never forget it because it really stuck in my head. And people had to come in here into the church, and since I lived nearby, I went out, and then I regretted it. It really stuck in my head for going into a house. I remember I was very little. There was a Sunday, a priest came out, Father Guillermo. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's been talked about a lot. If you've heard that soap opera and that movie about the witch. Father Guillermo was the one who performed the exorcism. The priest came out to give blessings here in the atrium. Then here, yes, there has been many attempts. but never to come in and do anything really serious. No. Outside the town, yes.
Mostly it's the rural area that has been affected. The urban area, everything has been.
Some bombs, some gas canisters, and our guardian angel. We go as believers, but they ran into each other. This is our church, San Pedro Alejandrino.
Very beautiful.
Here we do Holy Week live on Good Friday at the Boca River.
Holy Week. Holy.
The reenactment is here in the courtyard.
Holy Week live. Yes, the town is very devout. Catholic.
Very Catholic. There are also people of other religions,
But it's mostly Catholic.
yes, it's mostly Catholic, and that's very respected. In fact, today we're inviting people from other religions to join the women's groups, the active groups that the town has.
To get involved in the town's activities.
Exactly.
Repeat that part about there being something at the station. What is it?
Look, here during Lent, that is, the 40 days before Holy Week, in the Tocaina village, we start the stations from Tocaina. The stations are where the Holy Way of the Cross is done. So, on the first Fridays of the month, the first Fridays. All those Fridays during the 40 days, you go to the Tocaina village and walk back doing the Way of the Cross. Right now, they're being restored.
And how far is the village?
No, we can get there in 15, 20 minutes.
But walking, that's a lot.
No, walking. It doesn't have to be that much.
All right, continuing with our adventure in Alejandria, we arrived at this place, which is like a clear, beautiful river where people fish. As we can see, the gentleman is fishing. I'm going to see if maybe he can tell us a bit about what he's doing. Here we see one of the fish the gentleman has caught. It's very pretty, honestly, a really beautiful little animal. All right, folks, over here I met a really kind gentleman. What's your name, sir? With Mr. Oscar Alvarez. He's a fisherman here, and he's going to tell us a bit about what he does. Sir, please tell us. How long have you been fishing?
All my life around here.
All your life?
Yes.
In Alejandria, it's considered there are too many fish in the rivers. What kind?
The Sabalita for the Sabalita.
The Sabalita?
The Nair River.
Always in the Nair River. Let's see that one. We put the bait on there, right? Those are.
Big bottom dance.
Big bottom dance. He really likes little animals. And do you do it more for work or for?
Yeah, you go out and to sell and also to eat.
About how much do you sell one of those little sabalitas for?
From 20 to 10,000 pesos per pound.
10,000 pesos per pound? Oh wow, that's really good. My people, as we can see, fishing is also very common here in Alejandria. The rivers are beautiful. Here, this gentleman does a bit of everything. Let me show you. And well, let's keep going to where it says Velo de Novia, bridal veil. Guys, we're here now. We just arrived at the famous bridal veil. I talked to the owner. He is an American. Oh. A poor little animal just fell. It's a little bad. Hey, he's American. He gave us permission to go in and look at the waterfalls. So I'll show you what madness. It looks beautiful. Well, we are here on the property. This is a little bit of the view. I'll save it for last, because, oh my. Listen, listen. It sounds beautiful. It looks like it's something very nice. I'm already seeing them here, but I want to give you the first fly. Well, oh my God. Access is always a little tricky. Wednesday. Oh. By the time we made leg. But anyway, here we go. Oh. Now we go to the stones. I'm going to record a video. How gorgeous. Oh, Wednesday. Oh, you have to be careful because there is also water. We have to be careful, otherwise we won't make it back, dude. Wednesday. Alright, over the little stones. 1 move, 2, 3. I didn't fall. Alright, we made it through this one. Fuel. And we have to get past those wires. Oh God, Les, he says, give me a second. Let me get my footing. Alright, we got past the wire. Now comes a world of rocks. Oh. This is tricky. But the adventure is awesome. Oh man, don't fall. Oh, Amanda. Honestly, I don't know how we're going to do that part, but we have to get some good shots. I'll show you in a second. Guys, I didn't bring clothes to get in. I don't know. I can't go any further from here, but look how beautiful it is. It's beautiful. I wish I could go further, but oh, what do I do? God. Guys, I tried to get through. I tried everything, but no luck. It's always a bit tricky. Oh, I really wanted to film them. Ah, what a bummer. Now I know. Next time I'll bring the bag because I left it and just came with the camera. What a slacker. But oh well, here we go. I think with this, I'll say goodbye to Carolina. And now I'll show you. Oh man. At least the water falls from a distance. Oh. I wanted it up close, but it wasn't possible. Well, thanks for watching the video. This was Carolina. This was Alejandria. I'm saying goodbye to this beautiful landscape.